If you're looking for a studio light for both photography and video, the Neewer 660 is an amazing option. Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. I am so pleased with this light that I now have 6 of them. I used 4 for about 3 months and thought it was time to get 2 more. So in this video, I want to unbox this, show you all the features, and then I will show you how I am using them here in the studio. This is the Neewer Photography Light LED NL 660. Comes in a cardboard box with a little bit of information on the sides, but let's go ahead and just jump into this real quick. So, opening it up, it's got a protective plastic on here, and I don't ever keep that, of course, but the case underneath is really impressive. So let's take that away. It is foam lined and has a carrying handle that also has a Velcro piece on it. So if you need to take this light somewhere, that is quite convenient. I'm going to save 2 of these from my 6 lights, and I don't really know if I'll use it because I'll have my studio space here pretty much all the time. So let's go ahead and open up this package. Has a double zipper on it. Flip that back. There is a pouch for storage up here in the front. And then you've got your information card. Shows you what is in this unit. And I will go over that here in just a bit. And then you've also got a little how can you get in touch with us card that you can just find their email and their website and stuff. All right, let's go ahead and pull the actual light out. So we'll get to that in just a second. Has a 2-part power cord, and then as you can see, there's the foam inside of the box. So, okay, the power cord just converts your AC to a DC. And like I said, it has 2 parts, so this right here will simply just plug into that right there. And the cord, I believe, is somewhere around 5 foot here. We can measure it in just a bit to get that exact length for you. But anyway, that's the power cord. Set that aside. And let's focus on the lights. I'm not exactly sure the technical term of these metal plates. I always call them doors, but you can adjust those out to angle the light in a very specific way. So if you wanted to have just a square of light, you could do that, and they work pretty good. I've not had any problems with those being loose, but if they were to get loose, you have some screws you could tighten here to cinch that back down. Now there are 4 screws here on the front. If you have a screwdriver, you can take those off, and these doors will be removed completely if you just want a lightweight and direct light. There's also a film under here to soften that light. To access that, you have to make sure that the tightening knobs over here are not in the way. And there is a little button you have to push down right here. Yeah, and it'll allow you to pull that out. It's a little awkward with the doors on, but you can access it here. Let's go ahead and pull that back some. And it introduces you to the 660 LEDs in here. It's a lot. I prefer this to be on. I just feel like it does a better job of softening that light. And so I'm going to pop that little plastic stop back out, which is right here. Okay, so let's close that for now so you can see the other parts of this light. It does have a fully functioning 180 degree, actually I guess you'd call it a 360 mount here for getting this attached to a typical tripod. Now I am using some boom arms in my studio here. I'll show you what that looks like as well. But you can adjust it to where you want it and then use these lockdown knobs over here and here, and it will stay very tight to where you leave it. So I can hold that and shake it and there is no movement. So that pretty much covers that. Now there is a 1/4" mounting thread on this side and this side. So you could probably move this to a different spot if you had to, or just attach that directly to a tripod. But I really prefer to use this for mounting these lights. Now, if we're gonna look at the information here on the bottom, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. This is the model NL660 from Neewer. It has a 40-watt power consumption whenever the knobs are on full blast. So for instance, I currently have 3 lights set on me right now, and they're only using about 70 watts between the 3 of them. So I've got things turned down a little bit. And I'll show you what that looks like here in just a bit. It does have slots for batteries over here, and I don't have those batteries, but if you wanted to turn that on, your power switch right here would go to 1. So 1 is batteries, the middle is off, and then 2 would be for the DC power over here. And like I said, your converter goes from AC, your typical wall power, to the 12 to 15 volt that this light requires. So that is basically it. And of course your DC in here is what you have to plug up the cable. All right, let's go ahead and get this set up real quick and we can see what it looks like in operation. I believe for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to set this here on my work surface, kind of like that, so we can see it in operation. Go ahead and lock it down a bit. And I'm gonna use the power cord over here on the wall. Turn that around, and then I'll be able to plug this up here to get power to the unit. All right, here we go. That's upside down, let me flip it around. Okay, so go ahead and open these doors. And then, like I said, back here on the back, we can push our power switch over to 2, and that's gonna turn the unit on here. I know it's crazy bright. So let's go ahead and adjust the color. On the back, you've got your 2 knobs. One is white. The, let's see, bottom one is the white one, and the top one is yellow. So let me go ahead and adjust the yellow down to 0, and we'll look at the light here. I'm gonna adjust the white up to high. Okay, and then I'm gonna swap it over so you can kind of see what it looks like there. So down to off, and then there is your yellow. Now you don't have to do just one or the other. So let me go to about midway on yellow, and then I'll bring up some white there, and there's about halfway on both. So let me put it back here on the wall so you can kind of see what's going on. So there's full white, about halfway, and then here is full yellow. So you can see the difference in the color there. Now that we have gone over all of the features and taken a closer look at this light, let me show you what it looks like in action. Let's step away from my little studio space here, and I will show you that I have a boom arm with the 660 hanging from it. And this is just pointing straight down, and it is really working well for an over-the-head hair light. And the cord, we'll have to get that length, but you can see it stretches over here and comes down to a receptacle right there, and it's doing well. Just wrap the cord around a couple times. And then I also have 2 of these lights here on just regular old light stands. What a mess on that floor, right? The other one is right over here, and it is doing well. In the future, I'm going to be hanging these upside down from the ceiling up here, but for now they're doing quite well on a regular light stand. So you can see this, oh you can't see, this knob here is what allows you to tighten down onto that regular light stand. An example of the orientation here, the bracket is going down under the light on this one, and then if you look up here, it is just hanging straight down from that. So it's just angled up a little different, and it is working very well. I've got the little booklet that came with this light. Let's see if it has some good specs for us. It is the NL660 model, 660 LEDs, 12 volt, and it has a single color temperature of 5600 K, and the bicolor temperature is 3200 to 5600 K. The batteries are 7.4 volt if you were to have those. I don't. It uses 40 watts at max power, and the size is 232 by 200 by 48 millimeter. Cool. I don't see anything in here about the cord length, so I have got a tape measure. Let's go ahead and see what this comes out to be here. It may be important to you because it was important to me to get my receptacle in the right spot. All right, so that first one is 48 inches. All right, so including the converter box, this one is 5 foot. So, looking at a 9 foot cord total there, and you may have to add an extension cord if you're going a longer distance than that. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, this is my 6th one of these lights. I have the 3 here in my lower studio, and then this will be the 3rd one up at my computer in my studio in the house. So I'm very pleased with them. They don't use as much power as 40 watts unless you crank both the white and the yellow temperature up. And man, I just like them. So if you want to check these out, I have a link in the description down below to the Amazon page. That is an affiliate link, so I'll get a small cut whenever you buy the light at regular price. But anyway, do hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe if you like tech videos like this, and leave me a comment so I know your thoughts on the Neewer studio lights. All right, I'm Seth with Tools, Tech, and Gear, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.